Hello everyone, welcome back to Sawdust and Circuits. Today we have a robot dog. And not just any robot dog, this is Gizmo. Now Gizmo comes from the early 2000s, back when robot pets were everywhere. This was the era where we all wanted high-end robot dogs. The Sony ones that could walk smoothly, recognize faces, and maybe even learn your name. And cost more than a Honda Civic. This is not that. Gizmo was a budget-friendly version. Simple voice recognition, a handful of preset commands, sit, sleep, and attempt to roll over, and just enough personality to make you feel slightly guilty when you had to turn him off. No AI, no machine learning, and no emotional bonding algorithm. Just clever programming and some surprisingly smart mechanical shortcuts. And it's kind of funny because I already have a real dog named Gizmo, so this teardown might get confusing for her. If she hears sit and this one doesn't respond, we're going to have problems. Now this Gizmo sort of works. He can sit, turn around, but roll over and play dead. Well, he plays dead a little too convincingly. Gizmo, play dead. So for today, we're going to figure out how this thing works and whether we repair him or old yeller him. This thing is actually assembled really well. Lots of screws, solid structure, and surprisingly lightweight. The noise seems to be coming from the rear section, so that's where we'll start. Now there's a lot going on in here, so forgive me if the edit gets a little bit weird. At first, I tried just bending this outer gear slightly, thinking that it may just be slipping. It wasn't. And then we found it. Inside the reduction gearbox, there's this tiny stepped nylon gear. And both sides are missing teeth. I would love to tell you that I fixed this gear, but realistically, there's no good way. It's a small nylon gear. FDN printing lacks the resolution or the strength, and resin printing has the resolution, but not the durability. This was the weak link by design. So it looks like we're gonna have to old yeller him. And we don't have to be happy about it. But here's the cool part. Unlike old yeller, this dog lives on in parts. For its price point, this engineering is kind of impressive. It looks like they used potentiometers to determine the leg position. That's pretty clever. And there are lots of springs inside the legs that mimic a much more advanced movement without adding motors. So it looks like what we'll probably be getting out of this is the 4-wheel drive systems, a waste gearbox, some LED matrices. This reminds me of a Playskool RoboCop, and I have to admit, some of the disassembly feels like a future robot hate crime. That probably doesn't exist yet, but it might. Even though this one won't walk again, the engineering lives on. The motors, the gearboxes, and the LED matrix. These will absolutely end up in future builds. And that's kind of the beauty of projects like this. Nothing really dies in a workshop. It just gets repurposed. If you enjoy these nostalgic teardowns and weird mechanical autopsies, go ahead and subscribe. It really does help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.